Hello, so I am back again with something interesting for my seed, Carson, for bringing this to the table, and we are very thankful. And so, those seats at the table. Here, there's my grandmother, and there is her posture in this seat. And you see, there's my brother that has climbed onto this chair, and it makes room for him. And you also see here, there is a pole. So this is true as we welcome Indigenous love, because we are native. We are native to this country, as we was brought here to be established and accomplish all of these goals. So we are native. It is in us. So these same practices are here. In that obedience over sacrifice, it still stands today. Because that very obedience, it will make a way. So you have to have obedience in order to even get to the sacrifice. You have to follow the rules to be able to climb these certain levels for the vision that's there for you. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And right there is a picture of it. There's the seat. And we are thankful for your seat at the Carson table. And we are thankful for what you brought to the table, Mr. Carson, my son. It is in his name. So we're thankful for what he has brought to the table. With our native culture. As it has been passed down through the generations, and those poles being reached stand today for the obedience that will supply the sacrifice of God's vision and how it works with humanity and putting in that work, entering in, going on that path, flying above things after the work has been done and the obedience and the sacrifice, and then being able to see it as God reveals. So yeah, the seat is very important, and inviting them to the table and learning that they can push away certain things that is offered at the table, and we can possibly leave those offers there on the table and they'll come back to it, and they may bring stuff to the table and we don't have time to wait on certain materials for it to be perfect, so we have to move with what we have, and they may disagree. And it's important to listen to those concerns and move in a way that we can all agree, because that's what the table and the seat is there for. And it's important that they understand. And that this is nothing made up. As we welcome indigenous love, as we are native to this land. And as we practice it and understand it. And he also agreed that the values here have been represented all throughout life underneath this house. And here it says 85. I was born in 86. He is 4 years old here. Yeah, so knowing that you have a seat, knowing that you can bring things to the table after the indigenous love has already set a posture there at that seat. It can be offered and given, shared, and as you can see, climbed on. And there is a pole there. And there is good posture at that seat. And we are thankful for that and the inhabitants of this world as we know it before us. That indigenous love, those native roots, and being able to express and speak our truth. All right, so thank you, Mr. Carson, for bringing that to the table. It was fun, even though he said that my craftsmanship sucks. And that is okay. Because a lot of the times when stuff is brought to the table, we may not know how to execute it, or we may be trying to find that perfect structure and it could just fall apart. It could, but it's all in the journey. It's all in the crushing and entering in and figuring those things out. It's all in the journey. Following through will offer a great sacrifice. And this was it sacrificed. As he was able to use it and finish up his project, and we all came together at the table, had fun, complimented each other, said what we had to say, spoke our truth, criticized for the better of. It was all in love, thankful. And understanding and being thankful about these offers that come across the table, and when they are willing to sit there or get up from, and just having that patience. and going from there. So yeah, pretty awesome. And that's our time. And thank you, Carson, so much for your flowers that you have given me, even though you was talking junk. But it's all good because it's going to stay on the table. And we are going to look at this craftsmanship every day because these are my flowers that you have gifted me with. And I'm very grateful, no matter how it turned out, because it was all in love. So kudos to me and you. Give yourself your flowers because I'm surely thankful for mine.